The objective is to really develop this thing called critical thinking. And all of us already have enough of critical thinking. And that's why I have this pencil up here. We already are critical thinkers, but the idea is to sharpen that critical thinking ability a little bit more. And when we build critical thinking, we can understand links between ideas. We can determine the relevance between arguments and ideas. We can understand people's arguments and assess them. We don't get easily convinced into any argument. We identify errors in reasoning, in ourselves, in other people, in news. Negative news coming in or one-sided, lopsided news coming in is a huge reason for this huge emotional overwhelming that many of us experience. And critical thinking is a powerful tool to be able to handle news intelligently. We learn to approach problems in a systematic way, and we learn to reflect on our own beliefs, assumptions, and values. And that's why critical thinking is a really important skill that all of us should sharpen. So, we want all of us to be a critical thinker. Here's an angle. Why be a critical thinker? Because I believe it increases my self-worth. Because through critical thinking, I create more results, I learn to communicate better, and I am able to be innovative, which makes me believe in myself more, which helps me to stay positive and hit. Being a critical thinker helps me to be independent. I learn how to take my own decisions. I learn how to take right decisions, good decisions. I learn how to assess risk. I learn how to take some bold decisions. And that's really an important part of all of us growing up, whatever age we may be. And finally, as we become a critical thinker, we develop the power to transform our life. We learn to plan and act. And that is what we really want to focus on today, using critical thinking and logic trees to plan and act. Right? So that's what today's topic is really going to be all about. Now, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing when I look outside my window is this image. Trees are beautiful, and when I look out of my window and see this tree, I feel beauty and I feel a lot of gratitude. So trees are beautiful. But my question to all of us is, are trees also logical? Look at this tree. What would make us think that there is some hidden logic in the tree? You see, this is what the structure of a tree looks like. There's a part below the ground and there's a part above the ground. And if you look at it, there's a unique quality that a tree has. It starts from one base, it starts from one stem, and that splits into a few more, and then that splits into a few more, and then that splits into a few more. It's the same thing with the structure of the root. It splits and forks and divides and builds, right? It spreads out, but finally it's all connected to the same base and to that same single root. If I were to just put some boxes, some fruits at the ends of the tree, some fruits, and inside these boxes, if I were to write some actions, some tasks, some possibilities, this becomes a logic tree, right? And that's what we want to build. So I'm seeing some beautiful responses from all of y'all. You see connected, you see chaos, you see messy, you see beauty, you see lots of ideas. And that's what building a logic tree is all about. That's what learning to handle all that and take decisions and get things done is what critical thinking is really all about. So we are going to look at two types of trees. In fact, all logic trees are broken up. There are two types of trees, right? You have a why tree and you have a how tree, right? What happens in a why tree is you have all these possibilities, and finally you have all these different paths that are possible, and finally I go down one path. So let's say I got late to work. There could be three options. Either I woke up late, or I left home late, or I got stuck en route. If I woke up late, again, there could be two options. Either I slept late or I slept badly. If I slept badly, there could be three options. Maybe I had a bad stomach, or maybe, you see, if I left home late, there could be two options. Either there was an emergency at home, or I just did not realize the time, right? And finally, the situation that I'm in will follow one path. That's a why tree. And the other type of tree is a how tree. So how do I prepare for a session like this? So I need to put a video together, and under that video, I need to have something to say. I need to have a presentation to make. We need to put some Facebook content out there. For that, we need to create some units. We need to have a team that will create some promotion, that will admit people. So you see, it creates tasks and subtasks and subtasks. Now in a how tree, all these subtasks at the lowest layer of the how tree are the tiniest subtasks that need to all happen together to make the whole goal come in place. So in a how tree, all these boxes need to happen. In a why tree, you go down one path and that takes you to either a root cause, or there is something called the 5 why analysis. You find out why a certain problem is happening, or you take a decision, right? So why tree is used for root causes, 5 whys and decisions. And a lot of machine learning and artificial intelligence is based on this type of decision tree. A how tree is for facts, putting data together, and tasks.